I'm ready. Good morning. What a great time to be a part of America. What a great time to be an Oklahomian. What a great time to be here in Oklahoma City. Those of you out on the West Coast, I know you're listening and you're anxiously waiting to hear from our mom, from my mom, from Clara Luper this morning. Things will happen. What a great time for those of you on the East Coast that are listening to the Clara Luper show. We are ready. You are ready. By now, I know you call that friend. I know that you call that neighbor and invited them to be a part of this, the very best radio show in the nation. What we could do, we could talk about some extremely controversial issues. We could talk about the immigration, which we will. We could talk about the reopening of different things here in Oklahoma City, which we will. We're going to talk about some things that will affect your life. But what we want to do is to pat some of you on the back that are graduating this morning, that in a few minutes that you will be standing there in that line with that robe on, and you will be graduating. We want to compliment and congratulate a couple of friends that whose names I have right now that I can share with you. I'm talking about a young lady named Tiffany Burns, who is graduating at Langston University in a few minutes. We could talk about the graduates from Oklahoma City University that were part of the Clara Luper Scholarship Program. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to brag on hometown IGA. I'm going to brag on my sister there at 730 West Britton Road, Miss Merlin's Unique Boutique. I'm going to brag on Gates Barbershop. I'm going to brag on the mere fact, as there are businesses here where the mothers have been involved. There are businesses here in Oklahoma City where the mothers have made sure that the young people, young men, young ladies have made a difference in our community. I think that's the thing that I'd like to emphasize this morning. But I got to say thank you to a whole bunch of mothers. But then I don't know. Lex, let me go to that song that we have playing there, and we'll brag on that. But then I want you to remember that without a mother, you wouldn't be here. So, Mom, we love you. We appreciate you. Those on the West Coast, those on the East Coast, I want you to know that Mom will be on shortly. This is Calvin Luper, live and in beautiful living color, doing something that hopefully will inspire you through the rest of the day. Proud of those graduates, not only high school, grade school, not only because of the fact you're graduating, but because you had to stick to this to make it to do it together. That's what we want to do. We're going to tell you more about it as we go through the show. Exciting hour. Look forward to hearing. I got a call coming in from a young lady out of Ardmore, Oklahoma, that is bragging on her students. I shouldn't say her students, but she's bragging on the young people that she's been associated with who will be graduating today. I have another call coming in that is going to brag on something that all of us will be extremely excited about. I also know that you, as you get your morning going, I know you've been listening to KTLV. I know that you've been fired up, but I also know that what you've got to do is be ready to make a difference in our community. That's what we want you to do. Sit back. Don't relax, but sit back. Get your pen, get your paper ready, because we're going to tell you about the Miss Black Oklahoma contest coming up. We're going to tell you about a whole bunch of things coming up. We're going to brag on a whole bunch of mothers, sons, and daughters who are doing some exciting things here in Oklahoma. So, Lex, I'm ready. Lay it on me. I'm ready, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much for the impact that you've had on. Thank you for, as they were mentioning earlier, on making sure that we went to Bible school. Thank you, Mom, making sure we went to Sunday school. Thank you, Mom, making sure we went to church. Thank you, Mom, for instilling in us, your children, and the basic foundations that we need to make our lives a better place. But thank you even more, Mom, for spreading that love out across this nation. Those of you on the West Coast, Hey, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna call your name yet. I'm gonna wait on you to call in. But then I have a very special person here that I love dearly, and I think it's a time that we say thank you not only to our moms, but we say thank you, sister. And I have an opportunity to introduce to you a dynamic young lady whose office is located at 730 West Britain Road, who sells insurance, home insurance, life insurance, motorcycle insurance, helicopter insurance, any of your insurance needs. My sister can do it. But you know what? Not only can she sell you that insurance, but then she will show you, well, we will, because there at Merlin's Unique Boutique are some dynamic clothes, some dynamic shoes, and things that you can help make your mom, if she feel like dressing and feeling a little better about that. If you feel like putting it on her, hey, come by 730 West Britain Road. But it's my pleasure to introduce to you a young lady that's been a tremendous influence in our lives, in my life, in the NACP life, in the AXO life, in the insurance life. None other than my beautiful sister, Merlin Hildred. Merlin, welcome to the Clara Luper Show, and I know that you have something special to say today. Thank you for being a mother.
Good morning, Calvin, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to be on Mom's radio show. This is one of the greatest days of my life because God has allowed me one more opportunity to do a little bit better today than I did yesterday. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the mothers and those that are not mothers but have served as surrogate mothers and encouraged young people in our community. Because all mothers that give birth to children are not mothers, but those of you that serve as a support group, you foster mothers, you grandmothers, you that are raising kids that are not your own, I say my hat goes out to you. I'm very fortunate because my mother's still with me. My mother shared her life with so many kids around this world, and to her I want to say thank you, I love you. And it's so funny. People will always say, you're going to walk in your mother's shoes. Her footsteps are much too big for me to walk in. I just try to do the best that I can do because it's one thing about it. My mother taught me to believe in the sun when the sun didn't shine and believe in the rain when the rain didn't fall and believe that there's a God that no matter what happens in your life, He's still God. He's God in the mountain, and He's God in the valleys. And unless you can have had the opportunity to know what it is to have hardship, sickness, suffering, you never can imagine how glorious it is to be on the mountaintop. I've had it all. I'm going through it all, but to God be the glory for allowing my mother to be with me on this, another Mother's Day. And to my stepmom who's hanging in there with everything that she has, Robbie Luper, I say my hat goes off to you. And to all of you mothers, we love you so much, and sometimes we might not act like it. But tell you like my daughter told me, Mom, God is not through with me yet. So I would like to challenge you. The greatest gift that you can give your mother for Mother's Day is not what you can buy at Dillard's. It's not what you can buy at Walmart, but it's what you can give your mother, like some love, some attention, some kindness, some kind words, a kiss. That's all the mothers in this country want. They just want to know that their children, their offsprings, the kids that they have put so much trust in are able to survive. And to you, I say, I love you. And keep praying for my family. Keep praying for all families, the Muse family, the Sherrill family, all families that are going through a challenge. Because God is a good God. And God will keep on helping us because He said if only we had the faith of a mustard seed. I love you. I love you. I love you.
What do you mean, faith of a mustard seed, Merlin?
Faith of a mustard seed. He said you didn't have to have a lot of faith, but only believe. Only believe because He's God. He's God.
All right.
Because God is. He's just God is.
God is.
Okay.
All right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. You heard it live and in beautiful living color, not just from my beautiful sister, but from your Allstate insurance agent whose office is located at 730 West Britton Road. Phone number out there, 843-08. What is the rest of the number? 843-0811. And if you can't reach Marilyn, it's another mother that's there, and that's none other than April Hilger. But great things happen as you continue to listen to the Clara Luper Show. Great things happen as your computer fires up and you have an opportunity to be a part of the show. We want you to be a part of it. Looking forward to, I'm waiting on Mrs. Hunter to get in contact with me. I'm waiting on Mrs. Walker. Dang, that's two mothers that are exciting mothers that have done so much. That's just a part of it. I'm waiting on the Fox from Ardmore, Oklahoma, to be a part of the show because she's on her way out to Langston where she's so proud of the fact that some of her kids, some of the kids, young people that she's worked with will be graduating in a few minutes. Then I'm also waiting on a call, a distant caller, but we'll see how that goes on when we go. So sit back. Don't relax. Get that pencil. Get that piece of paper ready. But most importantly of all, you get yourself ready. Figure out a way that you can say, thank you, Mom. Thank you for the opportunity of life. Thank you for the opportunity of health. Thank you, Mom, for the food. Thank you, Mom, for the clothes. You just say thank you, Mom, before Mother's Day or during Mother's Day. And it's not all about just making her a big, fancy dinner. But I think that most moms would appreciate just hearing thank you. No matter what nationality you are, no matter what race you are, no matter where you come from. But if you can just say thank you, Mom. I wish I knew all these different languages I could say thank you in. But I'm certain that your mom will appreciate a thank you from any language you say it in. If you just go up to her and just hug her and say, thank you, Mom. You know, you didn't have to do it because there's a lot of moms that didn't do it. But we'll talk about that in a few more seconds. Great things will continue to happen. I'm looking, as I say, Mrs. Hunter will be in a minute, and we'll talk about it. Coco, thank you for the beautiful flowers that you brought my mom. And Mrs. Stale, thank you for the fact that you sent those flowers over here by Coco. And I wanted to hear about. I wanted to get a prom report on the Millwood School prom, which was exciting. I heard it was a very beautiful thing, but I don't know if we'll be able to get that in today. So sit back. Hello, I'm ready, Lex. Do me up, all right? Okay. All right, America. All right, America. All right, America. We're getting ready to celebrate a very special day, a day that we can title Mother's Day, but a day that we should be celebrating, whatever we do tomorrow for Mother's Day, we should be doing that, not just every Sunday, but every opportunity that we have to show our love, to show our concern for our mother. But I have a special caller on the line. Good morning, caller. How are you doing? And happy Mother's Day to you.
Good morning, Calvin.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Also,
Mrs. Hunter, happy Mother's Day to you.
And thank you so very much, Calvin. And hello to everyone who's listening to you today on Clara Luper's radio program.
Well, they're not only listening to me, they're listening to you. And I want to say thank you for being a mother. Thank you for being not only a mother to your kids, but to a mother to a whole bunch of kids.
Well, thank you.
Whole bunch of kids, including yours truly.
Happy Mother's Day. And then them have the birthday today, also that.
Whose birthday?
Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that's listening to us today, and those that are not listening, and those that's in Oklahoma City, and those that's in other lands.
Whose birthday is today?
Each of you will have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day on tomorrow.
Whose birthday is today, Mrs. Hunter?
Oh, no. I'm saying happy birthday to those.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
I do not know that have birthdays.
Okay, I thought I missed something. All right.
Oh, no, you did not. And then another thing, Calvin, I'm wanting to tell all of the children, you know, we are so prone after our mothers have worked so hard and raised us. and we kind of venture off from their raising, and we go on the pathway of our own. But the songs to tell me how long you've been home. I want this song to tell me how long has it been that you have been back to church where your mother carried you, back to church where she tried to get you to go to learn how to be a better you. And I was reading the paper where a speaker at the college, he told the college students to stop using the I and the me and started using that you and us. Things that you can do and things us used to do. Now, things that you can do on tomorrow is get your children up and take them to church like your mother carried you to church. And help us to bring them up in a world where we will appreciate them and they can be citizens, worthy citizens, worthwhile citizens for our United States and our America. Don't use the word I and me. Use the vocabulary you and us. And I hope that this is something that we will start instilling into our minds. And you know, Calvin, I was looking for a corsage for David because David was going to the junior senior prom last night, and I called and I went out to Black's. I went out to Black's flower shop, and I said, I've got to get David a corsage. And David was shut in, and I had to take him to the hospital, but I'm glad that he got out because he was so worried because he wanted to go to the junior senior prom last night. And it was a tremendous affair, Douglas High School's junior and senior prom. So I go out to Black's, and I said, I know I'm running late, but I got to have a corsage because David has not gotten a corsage for his friend that he's going to take to junior senior prom.
Okay.
And she made me a beautiful corsage, and I'm getting my money out to pay her for the corsage. And she said, take this for a Mother's Day present. You know, that was a wonderful surprise, Calvin. I didn't know if to take it and walk out or jump and shout.
Well, you deserve
it, Mrs. Hunter. Someone thought enough to give me something for Mother's Day. So she said, let this be your Mother's Day present as well as David's corsage for his girlfriend.
Well,
and
you
deserve
deserve
it. Know how that feels, and I want others to do that. And she did not know me that well. So do that for someone that you do not know that may be a mother. Give them something and give them a surprise. You just don't know what it would do for that individual. And I know you're going to get up because tomorrow is Mother's Day, and you're going to go to church, and you're going to carry your children to church. And Calvin, I know you are going to church tomorrow and be in church service, and you're going to be there on time, and you're going to take your children.
Fifth Street Baptist Church.
To go to church. Say what, Calvin?
Fifth Street Baptist Church, 801 Northeast Fifth Street. It's not just open at 11 o'clock, but then there's a Sunday school going on there. There's church services going on. And there's also some activities going on that afternoon.
And Fifth Street Baptist Church. Carry your children so they can learn about the church. And
well, they drive. They on their own. If they don't know by now, they won't know. I'm in that position like so many young men are. When you done what you could while you could. But the big thing is that we want you to have a happy day.
And I do want to say Happy Mother's Day to Clara.
Yes.
And I will see you before the day is over.
Okay.
And to all that is listening to me today, Happy Mother's Day. And I know I will see you at your church. If not, come to my church, First AME Church.
AME, African Methodist?
African Methodist Episcopal Church.
Okay. Where is that located?
Come over to the First AME Church.
Where is that located, Mrs. Hunter?
That is located on the 36th in Cali. And you can't miss First AME Church because you go to get fish and you go right west, and there's that church. Everybody comes up to First AME Church. So I'll see you at your church, if not.
All right, 801 Northeast 5th Street. Thank you so much, Mrs. Hunter, and happy Mother's Day to you.
And happy Mother's Day to
not
all
only because it's a Mother's Day.
Right now.
Not only because it's Mother's Day, but because of the good things that you've done to help so many kids in our community. I know that you've done it. I've seen you do it. I've seen you, your activities at the First AME Church. I've seen your activities at the NACP Youth Council. But most importantly, I've seen your attitude toward young people that exist, that are here in our community. Great things happen as you continue to listen to the Clara Luper Show. Great things happen there at 23rd and Martin Luther King. That's Hometown IGA. Hometown IGA, where you can get the very, very best in bargains on all your food items. Hometown IGA. And then you know what? You get courteous service. Nobody's extremely rude to you. But then they don't mind when you come in there to spend your money. They know that you come in and spending some hard-earned money. They want to make sure that you get the very best. Hometown IGA, 23rd and Northeast Martin Luther King. Well, we're getting closer. Getting close to that very special moment. We're getting closer to graduation. I think some of the kids have gotten their robes almost on, because that time will be shortly. We're proud of you. We know also that some of the kids that don't have robes have gotten their white shirt ironed and pressed and ready to go. But we also know this, that you have done your best to get them to that point. And we want to pat you on your back. Mothers, especially. Mother's Day, everybody's going to be telling you that all the rest of the week. But it's a very special day. But then when you look in that mirror, that's where the difference is. Make sure that you've done, when you look in that mirror, that you feel like you've done the very best that you can do. I want to go on this immigration thing. I had some information on it. And even though it's on the front page of one of our local papers, some of it, but I had some more detailed information that we wanted to go into. But then we'll get to it. I still have a little more time. But by now, I know that you're ready. I'm waiting on this other call, Mrs. Walker. I'm waiting on you. And the Fox, I know you're out at Langston. I'm waiting on you.
Actually, Calvin, you have a call that's been holding for a few minutes.
Yeah, so let me take this call that's been holding. Good morning, caller. Thank you for being so patient. How you doing? Joe.
This is Bosie Mae Walker, as I see it.
As I see it, the Bosie Mae Walker. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow to you, Mrs. Walker. And thank you for being a fantastic mother. You've done, I should say well with your family, because I know everybody in there. But then the daughter that's home now that you can see, do me a favor, tell her, say thank you. She's been like a sister to me, to all of us. But thank you for being a fantastic mother, all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen,
yes.
As I see it, it's going to be a beautiful day. Guess what? My baby daughter is here from Fort Worth.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, the baby daughter.
Yes.
Oh, it's a time going on there at the Walker house, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, great things will happen.
I want to say Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Luper, the mother of us all, and we sure do miss her at the Freedom Center. And as I see it, God is in the plan. And just tell her we are still praying for her.
Well, she can hear you.
She will come out of it if it's God's will.
She can hear what you're saying. She certainly appreciates it.
Yes.
She's just smiling over there because she's some things that she wants to say. And I think we'll get to Mom in the next 4 or 5 minutes. But then, as I see it, I hope that you have a very blessed, very fruitful Mother's Day. And I'm glad that the baby daughter has come up. So you got everybody there. What time is dinner? But then don't tell everybody. I don't want no crowd there when I get there. But good things will continue to happen, and we appreciate it. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Love you dearly.
I love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, you heard it. As I see it, that was Miss Bosie Mae Walker. Now, that's a mother that's not just a mother to her kids, but a mother to the kids, I would say, in the neighborhood. Well, I should say that. Starting out in the neighborhood. But she's a youth council, NACP youth council advisor. She's very active in her church. She's very active in the community, and she's working with kids. There's one young man today that I know this is a difficult day for him, but it's also a proud day. And I invite you to get a copy of the Oklahoma Gazette. And Bruce Fisher, he's got a graduation. I think it's at Oklahoma State where he's going to. But Bruce's mom, Ada Lloyd Scipio Fisher, is featured in the Gazette. Beautiful thing. You're going to be able to see her picture at the Oklahoma State Capitol. And Bruce, we're extremely proud of not only what she has done, but we're extremely proud of what you've done. But we know that you couldn't do what you're doing if she hadn't instilled in you the how to and the want to and the stick to itiveness that you've got. So keep it up, and your little grandsons and daughters, all that, keep that going on. But it is also my pleasure here now to take a few minutes to say, oh, Robbie, my stepmom's in the hospital. And I want her to know that we're praying for her and we hope the very best for her. Those of you who have loved ones in the hospital, continue to pray for them. Those of you who have mothers or stepmoms or associate moms, continue and pray. Not only pray for them, but let them know that you love them. And there's another young lady that I got to say something about, and that's my neighbor, Mrs. Turner, Mrs. Lavetta Turner. Mrs. Turner, we count on you to get stronger quickly as you can, and we want you to continue to be a part of this, the Clara Luper Show. But you've been waiting on this moment across the nation. I thought I'd get that call from California. I thought I had a call, but I'm always thinking and dreaming. But I have a very special person here that I want to share with you all. And that's none other than a young lady that years ago worked 3 jobs. She taught at Dungy School. She was on the Abram Ross radio show. I don't know what else, but it was all had to do with making us, her children, and giving us an opportunity to be here today. And so it is my pleasure to introduce to you for a few minutes, and I know it's a struggle, but for a few minutes I want you to hear my mom, your mom, but especially our mom, Clara Luper, the Clara Luper Show. Good morning, Mom. Welcome to your own show.
Good morning, Calvin. And good morning, Calvin. How are you? It's a beautiful morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mother's Day and Mother's Day Eve is always kind of a sad day with me because God gave me the privilege to have my mother over 80 years. I'm so proud of my mother, and I'm so proud of your mother because you were able to do something very special, and that was to say thank you to your own mother. You never know how much you're loved until something happens to you. Once something happens to you, you realize people really love me. I could not say too much for Liz. I cannot say too much for you. They come to see about me every day. Not one day, but every day since December 2nd, 2007. I want to say thank you for your flowers, for your cards. I want to thank you for remembering me many times when I can't remember myself. You're just wonderful. If I had 1,000 tongues, I could not say thank you enough. Not enough. Not enough. Thank you. Every flower you have sent. Every flower you have sent. Everything you've done for me. I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I'm getting better. I want you to know that. I want you to know that better. And whatever happens to me, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Anywhere I go, up or down, it's going to be all right. It's Clara Luper. Looking for Rosetta Coleman. Because Rosetta told me she's going to bring me some greens, and I haven't gotten the greens yet. A crowd is gathering now to say goodbye to one of the patriots of our time, Reverend Muse. A patriot, a soldier, a fighter. Reverend Muse loved to preach God's word, and he did a job. He did a job. We could always count on him for help. Thank you, Reverend Muse.
Right. Reverend Muse is a very special person. But, Mom, thank you for being on your show. And thank you for taking the time out and the energy to be there. Is there anything else special you'd like to say to our listening audience?
I'd like to say that we are having too many killings. We'll have to stop killing each other. That's what we're going to have to do.
Okay.
Okay, Calvin. Thank you.
I'm certain that what you're saying about the killings, it is true. But I'm also certain of the fact that we have to, and I'm talking about fathers and mothers working together to inspire and instill in our young men and our young ladies that there's another way to do it besides fighting about it. And so that's it. But until next Saturday, Mom, anything else? You notice I'm not running nothing here. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, if I'm running it, then it's been a very privileged opportunity to have you on the show today. But even better than that, to know that out at Langston, there are some young people whose lives you've touched that will be graduating today. That last week at Oklahoma City University, there were 23 young people at least whose lives you've touched who will graduate. And at other colleges across our great state of Oklahoma and this nation, there are young people whose lives that you've touched. So I'm going to pat you on your back and say, keep it up, Mom. You got a lot to do. You've done a lot, but you had a lot to do. Okay?
Okay, Calvin. Thank you so very kindly, and happy Mother's Day to everybody.
All right. Well, you got it. There you heard it live and in beautiful living color. KTLV, but you know what station you're listening to. 1220, you know what station you're listening to. And we want you to continue to listen as the day goes on, because there's some beautiful programming coming up. I hate to brag on Demetrius, but he might be coming on a little later on. But it's some things that we will be talking about. But everywhere you go, when you see your mother, or maybe a mother that you know has been a mother to your kids or to your grandkids or something, been a mother-like influence, this is the time, special time, to just put your arms around them and let them know that you love them, and let them know that you appreciate the sacrifices that they've made, because there are sacrifices. You know, childhood and birth is a mighty close time to death, as I've heard. I need to talk to my frat brother, Mark Wilson, who's an OBGYN down there in Denton, Texas, Shelley's husband. And he will tell you that at the time of birth, the mother is very close to death, but then she lives through it to be an influence in your life. So young people, old people, those of you who still have a mom, pat them on the back. Be a part of their lives and do the best that you can to inspire them. All right? All right. Well, I feel like you, Mom. We're going to miss Dr. Clyde Muse, because not only was he a great pastor, but he was a great part of our community. And everywhere we went, everywhere that Oklahoma City was involved, he's had a touch in it, because he was in the politics also. He didn't just stop at the ministry thing. He was also with the Oklahoma City Urban Renewal Authority, where he made an impact. He had a radio show on another station, but Dr. Muse was Dr. Muse. He was real. He is real. And even though we're not there at the services that are going on right now, they're getting ready to go on, we want the family and the church family and the friend family to know that we love Dr. Muse. He's been an integral part of the NAACP Youth Council and the NAACP, even though he served in different capacities in different places. One thing about it, he cared about what was happening in our community. So please take our sympathies, please take our love, please take our concern with us during the services here. But, Mom, is there anything else you wanted to say?
I think we have covered everything.
You think we have? Okay. There was one call I'm still waiting on. Lex, do I have that other call on the line yet? No, I don't, evidently, because he hadn't told me. But then what I'm going to do is take I don't know, we got a few minutes. Lex, let me take a 2-minute break here and hear this song that you set aside, especially after Mom. David Hall, you tell your mom Happy Mother's Day for me. Tell the family. So I'm calling David's name because of the fact those of you who listen, regular listeners, know that great things are happening. Sit back. Enjoy this song. We love you. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. What a happy day it is. It's getting close. Tomorrow, okay? It's getting close. But it's nothing like knowing that you've had a mother that loves you, mother that stands behind you. We're fortunate enough to have on the line a young lady who has a lot of bragging rights. She has a lot of bragging rights. Matter of fact, this young lady, we have a nickname for her, and it's not really a nickname, it's an actual name. And I know that she's somewhere near that great university that she loves so dearly. I'm talking about Langston University. And you must know I'm talking about none other than the Fox. Good morning, Fox. How you doing?
I'm having a great day at Langston University for a graduation service today.
Okay.
And I'm here to tell you about the pageant we had in Ardmore last week.
What kind of
pageant? The theme
pageant?
for the pageant was embracing the legacy and pursuing the dream.
Uh-huh. That was the Miss Black Ardmore pageant?
The Miss Black Ardmore pageant was held last Sunday at the HFB Wilson Community Center, and we had a very large audience participation. The people packed in the house to come to see the pages, the escorts, Mr. Debonair contestants, and Junior Miss Black Ardmore. We added that feature this year, and also the Miss Black Ardmore contestants.
Way to go. Mrs. Johnson, right? Mary Johnson?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'm not going to ask that. We'll talk about that on another show. But we call you affectionately the Fox. Happy Mother's Day to you. And
Thank you, Calvin.
Yeah.
And not only to myself, I like to wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers of the great state of Oklahoma as we celebrate our centennial this year and any other celebration we're going to have this year. It's a happy day for all mothers, not only today, but every day.
Yeah, it should be. Got to show it. And I know that you've had an opportunity to feel it and to see it because of the effect that you've had on the young people's lives there in the Ardmore community. No, not just Ardmore. Is that Carter County? What county is that down there?
Carter County in southeast Oklahoma.
Okay. But then you've touched them. You've been teaching school, and you've also been a part of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageantry, and you've also been sponsoring the Miss Black Ardmore pageant. And I've got to say thank you, and I love you dearly. Okay. Everything going all right at Langston?
Yes, and I'm also looking forward to attending the Miss Black Oklahoma State pageant in June with Miss Mayaka Hooks of Ardmore, Oklahoma, representing Ardmore in the pageant. And you know what?
No.
We will bring the trophy back to Ardmore.
Oh, there you go.
We're bragging rights.
Yeah, you already started bragging on another one of your children that will be here. Well, good luck.
And also, I'd like to mention Mr. A.T. Benson
Mm-hmm.
The second from Ardmore, he's been participating in Mr. Debonair Scholarship Pageant for the last 4 years, from ninth grade through 12th grade. And he was honored at the pageant as a great salute for his contributions, services, and performances to the Miss Black Ardmore and the Miss Black Oklahoma State pageant.
Wait, little bitty A.T.
A.T. Benson.
A.T. Benson. He's been with the Miss Black Oklahoma pageantry and with the Miss Black Ardmore pageant since he was barely able to walk, hasn't he?
He's been with us quite a while, and I gave tribute to him at the pageant for his services.
Outstanding. Well, compliments to him, tremendous compliments to you, and I know that out there on the campus, I know that the campus will never be the same because the Fox is on campus. Y'all better believe it.
On my way to Langston University at the present time to give support to this great university and our great president, Dr. Joanne Haysbert.
Okay, all right.
And have a great day.
I will do. Thank you so much for being a part of the Clara and Luper Show. But most importantly, thank you for being an outstanding mother. We could brag on your son, but we could brag on all the kids whose lives you've touched in a motherly way.
Okay. See you later.
Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Be cool. Great things continue to happen because you're part of the show and a very special part. If you can be a part like the Fox is, then you'll do something in your community because she's definitely making a difference there in Ardmore, in Carter County, in the whole county. But there's another young lady that I want to say Happy Mother's Day to publicly. There are two of them. And that's none other than Mrs. Leola Ford, one who's doing so much to help in our community. Then there's also Gloria Matthews, who every day has a motherly responsibility to many kids. I don't know the exact number, but I know that she has a responsibility. My time is running down for this particular show, but my time is not running down to say thank you to the moms out there. My time is not running down to even those moms I haven't met to say thank you. My time is not running down to those young ladies who are future moms to be right, to do it right, and to be strong in your motherly responsibility. But then my time is running out for the young men out there who are helping mothers to be mothers. The responsibility lays dead on our shoulders. So it's a joint thing. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, but then fathers, we have a responsibility across this nation, across this city, across this state, everywhere. So as you get that degree today, remember that not only do you have to get a job, but you got to be responsible in your maternal responsibilities. You got to be responsible in looking around you and helping somebody else do something else to help themselves. We want to help you be the best you can. Pat yourself on the back, Bruce. Pat yourself on the back, Mrs. Walker. All you mothers out there, pat yourselves on the back when you look in that mirror. But then there's somebody whose birthday is today that is having a very special day, even though it is close to Mother's Day. None other than a young man that is doing something every day. That's Paul Matthews. Paul, happy birthday to you from the Clara Luper Show. This song goes out especially to you. There's another person who's getting ready for a birthday. I think that's tomorrow, too. That's Fidel Sherfield Jr. Happy birthday, Fidel. So this song goes out to you. Happy birthday, Fidel Jr. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Paul Matthews. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And may you, Paul, may you, Fidel, have many, many more. That was good. My tree loves that. I hope you did too. But then as we go through the rest of the week, let's make sure that we make a difference in our community. Let's do something positive. Let's don't kill nobody. Let's don't cut nobody. Let's make a difference, a positive difference, wherever we are. Those of you in Tulsa that are getting ready to go on this tour of the black towns, let's understand our history. Our people were not killers. Our people were trying to do something to make this a better state. We can do it together, and together we will do it. Counting on you. This is Calvin Luper, live and in beautiful living color. Mom says thank you. Mom says happy Mother's Day to you. And those of us with the Clara Luper Show want you to know that we love you and we appreciate everything that you're doing if it's positive. If it's not positive, we don't appreciate it. Those of you who are elected...
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the